now.
You know, the history and tradition of this race just means a lot to come out here and compete and have a good day.
Well, now at 10, it's Thanksgiving in Manchester. We have all the sights and sounds from today's 86th annual Manchester Road Race. Plus, coming together to spread smiles this Thanksgiving, local officers and fire officials made sure no one in their community went without a meal. And communities are lighting up for the unofficial start of the holiday season. We're taking you to the lights on Eastbury Pond. Thanks for joining us here on the news at 10. I'm Sarah Sanchez. Well, all the exciting Thanksgiving action is in Manchester. The streets this morning were lined with spectators and runners for the Manchester Road Race. And of course, Fox 61 was there at the finish line as the runners finished the race. And one of the big winners breaks a record this year. Fox 61's Keith McGilvery has this story.
What a morning here at the Manchester Road Race. Here with the two winners, the big winners of the day. Connor Mans, you set a course record by 13 seconds to be here in Connecticut on Thanksgiving. What does this mean to you?
It means a lot. Very special to have my wife here and know the history and tradition of this race. It just means a lot to come out here and compete and have a good day.
And to do it on your honeymoon, what does that mean to you?
To do it on my honeymoon is wonderful, especially, you know, it's the first race my wife's been able to come and watch me run. So not just as my wife, but I mean, in the last 3 years of us knowing each other. So.
Wow, you must be really proud.
Yes, I sure am.
All right, good stuff. Congratulations, Winnie Colati. You are a rock star. Connecticut knows you so well. You won second year in a row. How are you feeling? What does this win mean to you?
It means a lot. It's amazing. As I said last year, I'm going to come back again to run this race, and I was lucky to stay healthy and to come back here and win the race. It just means like a lot.
And to do it on Thanksgiving as a new American citizen must feel so great.
I know what a best way to celebrate Thanksgiving here in Manchester Road Race, and what these people just feel amazing.
All right, a big congratulations to you, to everyone. Another great year at Manchester, and you're going to come back next year?
Yes, if I stay healthy.
All right, high five. Good stuff. I'm Keith McGilvery in Manchester, Fox 61 News.
My goodness, look at that. The weather couldn't have been more perfect out there for this Thanksgiving, especially for those runners. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank for a first look at the forecast. Moving through Black Friday, but yeah, today, great weather.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. We could not have asked for anything better. Right around average for this time of year. Lots of sunshine. It was great for players or runners and spectators, I should say. And heading into Black Friday, not as nice as the weather we had out there today, but it won't be a washout either. We are anticipating some showers in the morning into the early afternoon, but then we dry things out, and then another round of rain that we'll be tracking for Sunday afternoon. But in between then, Saturday's dry and Sunday morning looks like it will be dry as well. Right now, the radar is quiet close to home, but if we zoom out, you'll see a few of those showers. Again, we're not going to get much rain out of this, maybe 1/10 of an inch, but still, you might be reaching for the umbrella if you're heading into tomorrow morning, maybe for some morning doorbusters. Low temperatures tonight dropping back through the 30s, close to 40 degrees for some at the Connecticut shoreline. And tomorrow we'll see a few of those scattered showers again through the morning, early afternoon, and then after that we dry things out. It's also a breezy day tomorrow, highs up around 50 degrees, and we could see some wind gusts up around 20-25 miles per hour with one area of wind gusts in the morning, and then we'll see the winds pick up again as we head towards and after sunset tomorrow night. We'll take a closer look at the timing for the rain on Sunday. Full forecast in just a bit, Sarah.
Thank you, Rachel. We're following developing news out of Waterbury. Police there are investigating a shooting. Police say a 26-year-old was shot this afternoon. He was taken to St. Mary's Hospital where he's listed in critical condition. Police still don't know exactly where the shooting happened, and they're asking anyone with information to give them a call. Hartford police are also investigating a shooting tonight. This shooting happened just before 2 this afternoon on Albany Ave. Police say a man in his 20s was found at the scene with a gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital for treatment, but there's no update on his condition. Anyone with information about the incident should also contact police. A teenager has been arrested in connection to a noose found inside a school in Hebron. Police say a 17-year-old student at Ram High School is now facing charges. The noose was found last week inside the boys' locker room. Community members have since voiced concern, demanding action. The NAACP met with the school district earlier this week after staging a rally. Crews rescue a person from a burning home in West Hartford. It happened around 9 p.m. last night at a home on Thomas Street. Fire crews were told someone was inside the home and that person was taken to the hospital with very serious injuries. At last update, they were listed in critical condition. Officials say the home is now uninhabitable and there's no word on a cause of the fire. It's a holiday tradition well known in the Glastonbury community. After everyone is stuffed with their Thanksgiving favorites, the lights on Eastbury Pond are turned on at 5 o'clock sharp. Fox 61's D'Andrea Turner was there and has the illuminating story.
Well, this display is certainly a winter wonderland. If you drive by just to see it, you're going to be amazed. But this display, it's made from tradition, family, and love.
We're ready?
With one click, this house turns into a winter wonderland.
It's the biggest year ever.
This family has been doing this tradition for 14 years. It's affectionately known as Lights on Fisher Hill. But this year, they're in a new home, not even a mile from their old one. And now it's called Lights on Eastbury Pond.
At the old house, we were at our max capacity. So we could not put a single light anywhere else. So here we have the opportunity to expand on 4 acres.
But there's history on these 4 acres, decades of it.
This house was in our family for over 100 years. My father grew up here and then he raised his 4 kids here.
This is Kristen Colfield, who sold the house to the Dancos after her parents passed away.
You can't ask for anything better when something means a lot to you. And I have no doubt that my dad and mom, who loved to see the lights, they loved when it was time for them to turn on, and they talked about them all the time. To now be looking down and see this on their property, I know how proud they would be.
The home and the land that gave this family so many memories is now lighting up another family's life.
To know that that Jana and Steve are going to raise their boys here, and their boys are going to be able to have some of the experiences that we had as kids, and to know that how much this property means to them, it just made it so much easier. It made it so much easier to be able to walk about and be like, maybe it's not the Cofield home anymore, but it's still a home.
A home for Santa's helpers, aka the new Fox 61 reporters.
So, Grayson, what is your favorite display every year? The snowman over there. Sam, what is your favorite display every year? I have 2. I like the snowman and the trees.
All Christmas lights bring cheer, but for the folks here, these lights are even more illuminating.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Now this display, it'll be up until New Year's Day. In Glastonbury, D'Andrea Turner, Fox 61 News.